Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Pamela and this is Teacher Pamela Plans, where we do everything from teaching ideas to crafting to planning and dreaming and so much more. Today we are going to be getting into the annual goals part 3 of my goal series, and we are going to do those goals today, or dreams as I like to call them. All right, so let's get started. So I'm going to be using my Makselife markers. I'm going to be using my Makselife stencil. I'm going to be using the Makselife Companion Notebooks. And I'm going to be using some fun decor. These are from Simon Says Stamp. And I'm just going to be using the cloud stamp. Before I actually get started, I'm going to show you that I did actually separate things out. These are not pretty. You can't even see what I wrote on that one. But I printed these off on Makselife so that I could kind of organize my thoughts. It's messy. That's okay. And then I'm going to put it all together nice and neatly here in the companion notebook.
Okay, so for my first area of life, which is personal, I decided my focus would be believe. My whole word of the year is believe, so I did believe for each of these, and this one is believe in self-worth. And here I'm kind of deciding how I'm going to put my clouds on here, if I'm going to add this little zigzag thing, kind of figuring that out. And I decided to add 2 clouds, one for each of the areas here. Alone is one of the areas I need to improve on. And so the first thing I'm going to do is read all books from my book club's books and create and maintain a consistent evening routine. I've had a rough time with that. Crafting 2 times a month. We'll see how that goes. Create a memory keeper, which I'm super excited about. I'll show some videos on. Self-care day 1 time a week, usually on Saturdays. And then to practice 2 wild university activities per month. And so my second area is going to be grace. And for that, I want to journal daily. And then I also have my JMB journal that I showed in my planning video, all my planning setups. And I'm going to turn negatives into positives. And it has an area in that planner to do that quarterly. So I'm going to be doing that. And so how will my life improve by reaching these personal goals? I will be taken care of so that I can help others. So that is my personal area of life and what I'm going to be doing for personal. All right, so my next area of life is fun and recreation. And for this area, my focus is to believe in experience. So for this one, I'm going to have one focus as my reward section. So that's going to be nails weekly. I use the strips to put on my nails, so I want to be more consistent with that. I want time off quarterly from my work, and I want to do movie nights 2 times a month. My second area is going out. So for going out, I want to have my book club meetings monthly, my YA events monthly, that means young adult group that I'm involved in, dinner with friends quarterly, painting class 2 times in general, and coffee shop quarterly. That'll be on my own, so that would work for the alone time too. The last section is vacation. I want to go on 2 vacations. So I was thinking about going on a vacation, maybe with friends, maybe with family. I definitely want an intimate vacation. We did not get to do that last year, so we'll see what ends up happening. But that's my hope for the 2 vacations. And then how will my life improve by reaching these fun and recreational goals? My experiences will help me feel fulfilled. All right, so here you can kind of see where I'm trying to connect the different ideas, but it's not really working. I would have had to use some masking, and I just didn't want to go to the trouble. So I move on to work and learning. Here my focus is to believe in my purpose and passion. And my first area of focus is going to be OutSchool. And there I want to increase my study enrollment of students, and I want to create weekly creative lessons. All right, and then I go to my next area, which is social media. So there, I want to increase my followers. So that's definitely I want to improve this year on. And I want to increase my consistency of my videos. I want to have them once per week, and I want to be very consistent about doing that. And then I add an extra cloud there in the wrong spot, but that's okay. I'm going to use it anyways. I move on to learning. And so in this area, I want to receive 30 credits for teaching. To keep your certification up, you have to have a certain number of credits. So I'm going to be doing that, as well as practicing the piano 4 times a week. I really want to get more consistent about my piano practice. And then my actual next area of work and learning is my kids, because I am a stay-at-home mom for the most part, so I do a lot with my kids. So in this area, I want to continue our homework routine. Jackson, I want him to improve his writing. Phoenix, his reading. And then how will my life improve by reaching these work and learning goals? I will share my passion with others. And that's really the goal of this whole area. All right, we're moving on to the next area of life, which is family and relationships. I have a lot of groups in this area, and you'll see me put that down. And so I have spouse, family, friends, and then I go back and I put in, of course, what my focus is, which is to believe in love and compassion. All right, so for spouse, I put quality time. I kind of struggle with how to write this. I go back and write about it in a minute. But then I have family, also quality time. I want to increase that time together. Friends, I talk about reaching out monthly as well as making cards. I like to make cards for them. And then as you can see, I go back to family where I put playtime weekly and activity monthly. And then for spouse, I put activity monthly as well, just having us to have time together. And then my other areas are pets and extended family. So for my extended family, I want to reach out to them monthly, just continue communication, as well as meet up quarterly. And then for pets, I want to walk my dog a little bit more and have more activity time with both my dog and my cat. I have both. So I want to do that a little bit more active. So that's all my relationships. And then I'm adding all my little dots here, which that one tends to bleed a ton. I don't know why, but that purple one does. And then I decided to add in, how will this improve my life? It's going to build deepened relationships with others. All right, we're moving on to the next area of life, area 5, health and wellness. And this is going to be my big area this year. This is believe in change. So I'm going to have 3 areas for this particular one. I'm going to have nutrition, I'm going to have movement, and I'm going to have wellness. So within the nutrition area, I'm going to drink 64 ounces daily. I'm going to meal plan weekly, and I'm going to track what I eat daily. And then for my movement area, here you see me finally write that down, I'm going to prepare for a 10K that I'm going to be doing in April. And then I'm also going to be doing some shoulder and hip exercises 2 times a week because I have hypermobility that I've been diagnosed with. And then my area of wellness is the last area of focus, and that's going to be counseling monthly. I do have a consistent counselor that I go to really 2 times a week, but I'm just going to say once a month at least. I have my Weight Watchers app and the meetings on there that I need to be attending, getting 7 hours of sleep a night, taking my medicine daily. That's a big one for me. And also creating and establishing a skincare routine. And then how will this improve my life? Well, I will have more energy, comfort, self-esteem, and a long life. So this area of life, I really, really want to improve on in 2024 and increase it. It's my lowest level right now. I think it's at like 4, somewhere in there, and I really want to get it higher. All right, so my next area is spiritual and personal growth. My focus is to believe in God, and the first area is practice. I want to Bible study seasonally, which is in the fall and in the spring. We do a Wesley Covenant group at my church. And then daily scripture 5 times a week. I really want to start memorizing scripture. Moon ritual weekly, getting comfortable in prayer, more so around other people, and meditating weekly. And then for volunteering, I want to sing in church. I am CU Able Treasure, so I want to continue with that. That is a special needs group in the community. And church as needed. So those are kind of the areas of volunteering. And then how will my life improve by reaching these spiritual and personal growth goals? I will gain gratitude and guidance, and I will feel good giving to others. All right, moving on to my 7th section, which is finance. So here, I believe in my abilities to contribute. I have a really hard time feeling like I do enough contributing since I am the stay-at-home, and I am definitely not the breadwinner. So first, I have 2 sections here to have personal and business. So I want to track my expenses of my personal And I want to use envelopes for my fun expenses. I want to pay for my student loan and gym personally. That'll make me feel like I'm contributing and to stay in budget. As far as for my business, I want to increase my monthly payments and track my expenses weekly. And this is really going to help me how I'm going to build financial security for the future. The very last area is physical environment, to believe in peace and comfort. My first section is to organize. I use Clean Mama, which just kind of gives you more steps, and I found it online to organize rooms in the house monthly. And clean, I have clean 30 minutes a day, use the Clean Mama routine, again, step by step, declutter 10 minutes a day. And then I also have maintenance, where I want to use my planner to list up repairs and to delegate when necessary. And how is this going to improve my life? I will have a welcoming space that I enjoy. That's it for today. Like and subscribe below, and don't forget, keep dreaming. See you next time.